chicos, buenos días. Well, today we are going to learn 7 amazing expressions, 7 amazing handle verbs to talk about the past. So you can be an absolutely brilliant student in Spanish talking about past event. 7, this time in the past. Hola chicos. Okay, so let's start with these 7 handle verbs in the past tense. But let me tell you something before we start. The past tense in Spanish is probably one of the most important topics. Why? Because it's where the students normally are making more mistakes. So these 7 handle verbs, if you're using them correctly, are going to give you a lot of points, a lot of marks, and are going to help you to communicate effectively in Spanish. Let's start. Today you're going to see a group of people in there, and that actually is the we in Spanish. When we talk about we, when we talk about you and your family or you and your friends, in Spanish we normally use mos at the end of the verb. So today you're going to learn some handle verbs, and if you add mos at the end of these handle verbs, it actually means that we are doing the actions, that you are actually doing the action with someone else. This is really, really important, especially when you talk about holidays, when you talk about free time, when you normally you are with more people doing activities. Número 1. Fui a. I went to. This one is a classic one, and if you're using effectively, you're going to get a lot of marks and you're going to communicate. So instead of saying, I just ate or I played in the past, you can say, I went to play or I went to eat in a restaurant, for example. So fui a, after fui a, you use the verb ending in R. Remember, always ending in R. And o montar en bici, for example. Fui a montar en bici. I went to ride my bike. It's really effective. But be careful. Danger. Yes, danger. Because there's a lot of confusion between these two verbs. Fui, I went, and fue, it was. They're quite similar. The only difference is one letter. So it is normal to make a mistake. It's absolutely normal. So to avoid that, I'm going to help you, because in there you can see the I in there, and that means that you are doing the action. The I went. So I, for I went, is the mental hook, is the word, is the letter that is going to help you to remember the fui with an I at the end means I went instead of it was. Okay? Number 2. Now, as you can see, the group of people in there, mos. So fuimos, you add mos at the end of fui, and that means we went. So we went dancing, or we went to dance. Fuimos a bailar. We went to read in the library, for example. Fuimos a leer. So you add mos at the end of fui, and that means we went. Decidí. Now this is an absolutely brilliant one because it's so simple and also so easy to remember. So you can say, I decided to do something. I decided to eat. I decided to play football. I decided. Decidí. And after decidí, you use the verb always ending in R. As you can see, that's the R of ver, to watch. So decidí ver una serie en Netflix. Number 4, what you do when you want to talk about we. Remember the ending? Yes, mos. So instead of decidí, you just say decidimos. Decidimos ver una serie en Netflix. And that's number 4. I love this one. Me encanta. Solía. Solía in Spanish means I used to do. I used to do something when I was younger, for example. So when you were younger, you used to probably drink milk, I don't know. So, solía beber leche. As you can see, always again, after this expression, the verb ending in R, okay? So, I used to drink milk. Solía beber leche. And with this handle verb, is really, really useful, this structure. Cuando era pequeño, o cuando era pequeña, if you are a girl. When I was younger. So using cuando era pequeño with solía is really, really useful. Now, you already know the ending when we talk about a group of people is exactly mos. So solíamos means we used to do something. So this group of boys and girls, they used to drink milk when they were younger. Solíamos beber leche. And what you do is with the structure of cuando era pequeño, you change or you add mos at the end of era. So éramos when we were younger. And we got two left that are absolutely amazing. This one is a little bit more complicated. Tuve la suerte de. Literally, I had the luck of doing something. But you will in English say, we will translate it like, I was lucky to do something. Tuve la suerte de viajar mucho. I was lucky to travel a lot. Tuve la suerte de. Now, suerte means luck in Spanish, but the key word in here, the key verb is tuve. Tuve. Now, how can you remember tuve properly? Well, tuve in Spanish means I had. I had something. But as you can see, tuve in English is pretty similar as well. What you need to do is you need to change the B to a V. The B and V's in Spanish are sometimes more or less the same, really, in terms of the pronunciation. But the spelling is really important because if you put da with a B and not with a V, you can lose some marks. Okay, so remember, it's basically trying to learn YouTube and change the B to a V, and that means I had. Tuve la suerte de. Número 7, we're talking about the last one, okay, is opinions in the past. Now, this one is really, really useful as well. But we need to do something else before we use this one. Me gusta, you remember the pattern. The pattern is that actually ends in A, okay? What we did in the previous lesson about the future is we add ría. Me gustaría, I would like. Or me flipa, I love. Me fliparía, I would love. And that's what you do when you talk about the future. For the past, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's pretty straightforward as well. What you do is you need to change the ending with an O. The O with a little dot at the top. And that is the past for opinions ending in A. So, me gusta, you remove the ending, the A, you take it off, and you put O. Me gustó. Okay? Me gustó. I like it. So in English as well, me gusta and me gustó, I like and I like it, is pretty similar as well. Okay? So all these opinions that ends in A, that is the pattern. You change that, you change the A, you remove it, and you put an O. So me gusta, me gustó. Me encanta, me encantó. And so on. And after that, you add the verb ending in R. Remember, the R in there. So, me encantó viajar a España. I loved travel to Spain. And that's number 7. First thing that we learn today is the handle verb. The handle verb is always followed by another verb ending in R. Decidí viajar a España. So always use the verb ending in R. We learn as well that mos, that ending, is referred to a group of people in Spanish. So every single time that you put mos at the end of the handle verb, for example, decidimos, means that we decided, in this case, to travel to Spain. Decidimos viajar a España. And last but not least, we learn that the O with a little dot, when you change the ending of the opinions ending in A, like me gusta, You change that to an O with a little dot, with an accent, me gustó, and that is the opinion, but in the past. Thank you for watching. Gracias. Nos vemos pronto.